skill set and swagger, hoping to use this showcase to show they are the top receiver in the country. This is Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Stadium, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. The Longhorns will kick this deep to get us going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. They begin with a quick throw to the left. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. And we have an absolute lightning strike on the first play from scrimmage here.
How about that? Right out of the gate, they're going for the big play, and they hit it. What a way to jumpstart this offense.
So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. This one's a compelling matchup. Early season, two top 10 teams. Kirk, we know that at this point, the rankings can be a little bit suspect, but a chance for both teams to step up and show they belong.
I just love these kind of matchups when you get a top 10 matchup early in the year. Really find out if these rankings are worthy of where these teams are considered at this point in the year. Find out if these teams have what it takes to be one of the top teams in college football when this game is over.
They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Very tight coverage. It's incomplete on the deflection.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, can you really allow this defense to dictate things and allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing as we saw on this play?
And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. First down, they'll keep the drive going to the 37. And the player is down injured after that last play. They'll take a timeout or they check him out. Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw on the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Longhorns lining up here on 1st and 10. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Delivers quickly to the left side, and the gain just good enough for a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Gonna run it. It's Hawkins. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. He's in the clear. Looking for the end zone. Has a lane. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, how about the back here? He just gets behind that big offensive line, able to lead him into the end zone. Good patience, nice vision, but exceptional teamwork up front on this touchdown run.
PAT makes the score 7-3. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to beat it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. They were fortunate to get points on the last possession because of a long-range field goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got the first down and still motoring. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be first down. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory. First down now at the 40.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. And he just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And the back gets the football. The pickup is just 3 yards. Now it's third down and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And that one's straight down the middle.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. We'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Well, the lineman a little too far downfield, like a sheep wandering away from the flock, and that's a costly penalty. Handoff here from the shotgun. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They're going to run it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Moves out of the pocket. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Longhorns will send the punt team onto the field. We'll see what he can do with the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Quick throw to the right, it's caught. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for a man. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Good time here to drop this screen into the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Third down upcoming after that completion. Can he get there on the ground? And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Off the play fake on first down. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback looking to scramble. Finding some room at the 25. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
Wow, 1 minute this quarterback is surveying the field for an open receiver. The next, he's pulling it down, tucking the football, and putting into the end zone for touchdown himself.
What have they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt? From the shotgun, drops back. Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, man, that was not a great throw right there. Pass is intercepted on a 2-point try. You have to wonder why they decided to go with that call.
You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. As the first down is still going. Enough for a first down at the 37.
Boy, just a beautiful hole here opened up by this offensive line. And Chris, the more I watch this Texas running back, the more I'm starting to really appreciate things like his vision and instincts as a ball carrier. You know he's got that...
Here he goes. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. The Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Where these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of position.
Makes the grab. It's Glenn. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. An inside give now from the shotgun. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Gets made on the outlet. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And some big plays through the air have been a big part of the story so far. These receivers have shown up today. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And there's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. First and goal from the 9.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing...
And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Extra point makes it a 2-point lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Arizona State offense comes back on the field. We have a shootout developing here. Each offense scoring a touchdown in their last possession. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Short throw complete to the tight end. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Brown. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quick throw throw. The catch is made. And the Sun Devils pick up enough yardage for a first down. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Offense putting together a solid drive. First down at the 46. First down. They're going to throw the football. It's an out route. The catch made. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The key on a third down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Looking to throw it again. Catch made on the out route. Refuses to go down. Touchdown, Arizona State. A great catch and run for 6.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Quick throw to his receiver. He makes the catch, a successful 2-point conversion. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Really excellent possession last time. The mix, the run, the pass kept the defense off balance and lead to a touchdown. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Running game is working. Let's stick with it on first down.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Important second down play coming up. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. They'll hand it off. He's past the marker and still going. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? The back's got it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Looking for the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
If I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage roll to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes another big play.
Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. A gain makes it second and medium. He's going to hand this off. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Running play called on 3rd and short. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw there. He should have pulled that ball out and tried to make a throw, but instead he hands it off to the poor running back, and it's a tackle for a loss.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25. Back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's going to take off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
Down play for this offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Snags the quick throw. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Looking to scramble. He'll try a pass here. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the 1st down.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
Now it's 2nd down here. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. And he picks up the 1st down before they get him to the ground.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
And the Sun Devils pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We'll see if the offense here can build on this lead before the break. The Sun Devils have 1st and 10 here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a wide receiver screen. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Gets rid of it on the move. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down to the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. 1st down.
Whew, that was pretty. The receiver broke down his defender on that curl against man-to-man coverage. That's how you win one-on-ones.
And the Sun Devils looking to cash in this red zone trip. Toss it to the back, running left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. The defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Been a really solid drive, and now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Caught for the completion. And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5. The offense trying to cap a really impressive first half, trying to punch it in here and build on this lead before halftime. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Sun Devils!
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
And the extra point gives them a double-digit lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course.
On the ready. Pound 55.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes the catch. It's Hawkins. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. 2nd down coming up.
And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. after lining up to attempt an onside kick. And I don't think that made it 10 yards before getting touched. Of course, that's going to be a penalty. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage.
Okay. Hey.
The shotgun handoff here. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Wow, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They'll try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
And looking to throw now on first down. Pass caught.
And they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Second down, we're going to throw it. Pressure is coming. Grab behind the line. It's Hawkins. They'll step out after a nice gain there, and the offense will have first and goal.
Chris, I love the versatility of this running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. It's second down and goal now for this offense. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Automatic on the PAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Taking a shot deep down the right side. Tried to push the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Takes the handoff. It's Brown. They'll tackle him at the 27. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Sun Devils will have to kick this away. The offense will have to punt for the first time this afternoon. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
First and 10 now for the offense. They'll run it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, the advantage you have, obviously, from a quarterback standpoint, running the RPO, is you get time to evaluate that first and second level of the defense and see where they're going. Unfortunately, the defense didn't show him much, and the back ends up taking it for just a few.
They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
He finds some space. They make the tackle, but that play moves it inside the red zone. Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. And in first down, right back to the running game. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Second down play coming up. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Castillo. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated and get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Critical third down play for this offense right here. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. The field goal is good. And that will tie the game here.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start with the 25. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. Timing here is impeccable.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Here's the second down play. Goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Defense is coming after him. He's going to pull it down and run. Football comes out. The offense has it and still going.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
The Sun Devils looking to keep this drive rolling. And here's the handoff.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense behind the 6 now on 2nd and 11 after the 1-yard loss. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Brown. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers, but he stopped short of the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up fourth down. And the Sun Devils will have to punt this one away. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the punt heads out of bounds. Excellent work. They'll spot this down near the 5-yard line. So the drive begins backed up at their own 5. Tough spot. And now the handoff. He's free around the 15. Breaks into the clear. And he steps out of bounds, but a solid gain there on the ground.
Well, that gain will give them some breathing room. What a good job of being able to get them out of that hole. They're inside their own 5-yard line. And on the other hand, the defense, what a missed opportunity. You had them pinned back, a chance to really, at the very least, affect field position. And now you give up a big gain like this.
First down here at their own 41. One explosive play has jump-started this drive. And someone moved this a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. See if the penalty proves costly. First down and 15 now. A handoff to the back. Great cut there. Ball carrier wrapped up and brought down. Hornhorns will come to the line to run the hurry up. He'll hand it off. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
It's third down for the offense. Off play action, he's looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Now play enough for a first down. The offense set up at the 43.
Boy, they do a great job here on play action. The linebackers were completely fooled. 2 or 3 steps up into the line of scrimmage, opened up a nice lane behind the backers, between the safeties, for the quarterback to make the read and a good throw downfield.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Pulls it in. It's Glenn. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10.
Okay, here they go. Big first down, good pickup, and they are off and running.
Makes the catch downfield. Tackle after he makes the first down as the seconds tick away here in the third quarter. And as we wrap up the third quarter, check out the comparison of these big play wide receivers. Both guys have been lighting it up so far today. Let's see how this fourth quarter unfolds. Everything to play for here for both teams. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. He'll hand it off. Stop for no gain defense. Very stubborn here down near the goal line.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Touchdown, Longhorns. They jump on top now here in the fourth. Now the important point after attempt.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Single back, takes the handoff. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. On the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Well, that's a nice completion to the sideline with great timing. The connection between the receiver and the quarterback was on full display to be able to get that first down.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
By the receiver. He steps out of bounds at the 49-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Brown. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, they get positive yards here. You have the sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Takes off in a bootleg. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
And the Sun Devils line up on 1st and 10 now. Back to throw again. He's running out of time here. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
2nd and 10 following the incompletion on the 37. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage. He pays for it. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Puck behind the line. It's Glenn. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either the receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Sophomore with a strong tackle there. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. See if he can make something happen with the return. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Looking to pass here on second down. Grab by the receiver. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
Down one possession in the fourth quarter, and the offense is going to try to convert here on fourth down. And the quarterback dropping back. Lets it go quickly. Grab made near the sidelines. Good job keeping the foot in bounds. That'll be enough for a first down.
That's why you practice and practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
First down here for this offense. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down mark.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the crowd coming to life here trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Going to pick up the third and short through the air. Catch made on the sidelines, good enough for a first down. You make the stop, but it'll be first down from the 13.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Catch made on the left side. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
I can see what the quarterback's trying to do here, Chris, and he gets the completion, but just no gain. There's just no room to go after the catch.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Looking to throw yet again. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give the receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, third and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking to the end zone, looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So here we go. Down one score. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game.
Oh, so close to executing here on the fourth down play in the fourth quarter. You're only down to possession. Now you got to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
Pounding away with the run game. Breaks the tackle to get back to line of scrimmage, but that's it.
Chris, good job here on this stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Offense getting set. Second down play here. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The sure hands. It's Glenn. And they'll get him down that time. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Here we go now. A crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Oh, and he's got some space here. The return man flashing his elusive speed. They finally get him, but it's a big game. Arizona State offense comes back on the field. So 1st and 10 here. Offense desperate to reach the end zone on this drive. And the pass is complete to the tight end. The final 2 minutes here. This defense trying to hang on. The offense trying to make a play to win it. Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? They desperately need it. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
Well, they don't connect here. but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. He'll drop back here on third down. The pass rush closing in. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game.
What was the quarterback thinking here? There's just absolutely no way you could take a sack in this situation. And now it's fourth down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. A crucial play here. They go to the air. The pocket breaking down. The ball's incomplete for a turnover on downs.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. Fourth down. Fourth quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Oh, when you're a team that comes in, Kirk, with great expectations, big goals at the end, you're going to get tested. They were tested here today by another ranked team. I was impressed how they responded.
Chris, there's no doubt about it. I think the thing that really stood out to me is the way they played for 4 quarters, just dominating football. And this is a team that's had to deal with being kind of the hunted, the team that knows that every single week teams want to bring them down. They took on a very talented team today and just dominated it.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.